Oh man, Mike, I was waiting so hard in that one scene, episode 8, where they're having dinner in the lodge. Goes to that girl's like, I know you think you lost your father, but your father's inside you. In fact, there's a little bit of your father in all of us. It's the Watchers on the Couch. I can't believe they didn't make that joke.
Yeah.
So such a missed opportunity. Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch. Last of Us edition. Today we're discussing episodes 7 and 8 of season 1 of The Last of Us. These episodes are entitled Left Behind and When We Are in Need. I'm Tim.
And I'm Mike.
And in case you're new to the show, again, what a weird episode to start on, but that's fine. What Mike and I do is we give our initial thoughts of the episodes that we have seen, and then we dive in and discuss the episodes, give a recap, kind of tear it apart if it needs to be tearing apart, talk about what we like, what we dislike, how many sheep Joel has fucked in the episodes, and that's it. So, Mike, let's get into it. Episode 7 and 8, for our initial thoughts, Magic Mushroom or Shiitake, go.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
All right. So I would say shiitake for them both, but That's not really fair. Okay. So I'll tell you why. For me, man, I'm just kind of bored when I'm watching this.
No.
If you're listening to this, you like it, I totally get it. Like it's not like it's a bad show. It's just like, I've kind of seen these stories before, this apocalyptic type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's creepy David, and you know, they eat. Oh, here's these people that eat people. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know.
Tainted meat.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just finding it. I don't know. I've just seen kind of the story before. So, and not only that, all these other motherfuckers hyping up this show like, this is the best show ever. You know, this is the best story I've ever came across. There's all these guys that played the video game, and I'm like, all right, I'm in. I'm gonna keep waiting to see what happens, and not a lot. At least not a lot that I've seen before. So again, if you've seen the show, or you know, if you're really enjoying the show, I get it. I don't feel like I'm watching the last season of Westworld. All right,
For sure.
It's way different. I'm just kind of like, yeah, all right. I get why you like it, but you know, what about yourself, Tim?
I would say episode 7, the mall episode, aside from the nostalgic aspect of watching these people that didn't grow up like with a mall, and like these things are like mythical things. I really enjoyed that. Other than that, overall, that episode I would say is in the mushroom pizza category, where there is better pizza, but it's still pizza. Episode 8, I actually enjoyed a lot. Yes, there's the religious guy, and of course they turn cannibalistic in the apocalypse. That's it's kind of a cliche in the apocalyptic zombie thing. It's been done in many things, but if you separate that from the main, what's going on with the main characters, or especially the main character, I thought it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, and the thing is too, the acting's really good. Everybody's like killing it, you know. But it's
literally,
it's just yeah, it's just this, you know, the story. Like, and fucking episode 8, I'm like, they're fucking really, they're fucking religious still.
And she says that.
I know. I'm like, all right, give me that one. All right, cool. Yeah. Bah. That's what I think about the episode.
All right. Well, let's get into episode 7, Left Behind. So when we start off this episode, we are continuing the dire situation that we left off on in episode 6. Jesus. Where Joel is in bad condition after being stabbed with the sharp end of a baseball bat or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, my note says his wound is very pussy.
that can't be right.
Pussy.
Yeah, that's it. That makes more sense. All these guys come in and stick their dicks in his baseball bat hole. Joel, if they come in here asking about your pussy hole, stab them. Ellie finds a suburban house that they're using as a hideout, and Joel's like, hey, you got to leave me here. You got to look for Tommy. So it seems, and he like shoves her away, and she kind of bolts up the steps of this house, and it seems like she's going to bail. But instead, what we get is an episode flashback where we flash back to pretty much just before the show starts, I guess, where Ellie's being trained as a Fedra soldier in the Boston QZ. And she's doing laps in the gym with her Walkman on.
Why does she have a tape Walkman? Why wouldn't she have a CD player?
Can you run with a CD player?
Yeah, man.
I don't remember jogging with a CD player.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Like, those ended up having, like, especially by 2003, those had anti-skip protection.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You could run with them.
That, yeah, I could see how that would be the case. The other problem that I would see, though, is where are you getting batteries for the Walkman?
Oh, that's just unlimited.
Who's making double A's? Because those double A's don't last forever. Like, even if you find some from 2003, in 20 years, those batteries aren't good anymore.
I mean, they'll probably last a little while. They definitely won't last full charge. That's for sure. So, yeah.
Anyway. Bill's making
you get a
batteries.
song out of them. You get a single out of them, for the little intro for that way they can sell the Last of Us CD, the Last of Us album. Yeah. It's a big, big heart, son. I seem to recognize your face. Oh. We're doing a podcast, sorry.
So apparently Ellie's getting bullied by a classmate named Bethany.
Bethany's are always bitches.
Yeah.
God. Never met a nice Bethany in my life.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I
never met a Bethany, but
and Ellie fights Bethany and apparently sends her to the infirmary.
Yeah, dude.
But
she gets stitches.
That's right. 14
of them.
Oh, 15. Ellie, which lands her in the principal's office, if you can call it a principal's office, because it's a military school, but
it basically is.
With Captain Kwong. And it's like, fat and stupid are no way to go through life.
He's basically like, dude, man, you're like smart and stuff. Like, just knock shit off, man.
Super smart. You remind me of me.
You can be like in charge, dude.
Yeah. We hold everything together.
I'm like the cool school counselor, man.
And Kwong presents Ellie with two paths before her. Like, she could be a grunt and shovel shit, or she can be an officer like him and run the whole game. Kwong is really into Fedra, thinks they're the only ones holding society together. So Ellie just says, sure, I'll be an officer, and can I get my Walkman back? And she returns to her room, and she's trying to go to sleep. There's lights out. She's reading comic books. She's looking at an empty bed. And in the middle of the night, Ellie's best friend Riley returns. And Ellie is both happy and very, very pissed off.
Mm-hmm. That's really funny.
Yeah. And Ellie informs her after it's like, hey, we're gonna go out tonight. We're gonna have the best night of your life. By the way, I've joined the Fireflies. And she's like, fuck you. Wait, you're serious? So they're hopping rooftops like Assassin's Creed, and they come across a guy who's committed suicide by pills and liquor, and they take the guy's liquor and move off.
And that guy just randomly fell through the floor at the right time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, what happened is his body's starting to decompose, and he's pissed and shit himself, and it's rotted the wood underneath him. So when they came and got the bottle, it disturbed the wood, and he fell through the subfloor.
Deal. They're like, yeah, let's party. Last night. Yeah, we're gonna get wasted.
Be the last of Yas. So Riley tells Ellie how she's joined the Fireflies after talking to a woman named Marlene. Marlene. Begging of you, please don't take my Riley. So yeah, and she's she doesn't like Fedra. Nobody likes Fedra, but Ellie's like,
she's
hey man,
fed up with Fedra.
Fed up. Ellie suggests that Fedra's necessary to keep things together, but they're moving on to the mall. They're talking about, hey man, you guys are blowing up soldiers. We don't blow up soldiers. Just talking about like what is and what is not propaganda. Meanwhile, we find out that they definitely have bombs to blow up soldiers.
Yeah.
But they,
no, that's just for buildings.
Why does it have point this way towards person? So yeah, they get to an abandoned shopping mall, and the mall is discovered stripped of essentials, but still filled with some bullshit that people don't need.
All the electricity still works. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one Fedra person monitoring, extra electricity that this takes. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
They don't know. What do they know about electricity? Man, batteries come out from nowhere.
It's true. Do you know what they could be? Yeah. Maybe they're just rechargeable batteries, Tim. I mean, those do exist. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They run out of. They still run out of charge eventually. But
yeah, and then they recharge them. They have electricity, so
yeah,
we solved that problem.
But again, there's diminishing returns. But whatever. They take they take the bodily fluids of people that died from pills and liquor and make them into batteries. It's the muck tricks. So we have Aha's Take on Me playing in the background. Ellie becomes fascinated with the escalator, and we spend way too much time on that scene. Look, amazing. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, neither's the scene. Let's keep it going. They come across the Victoria's Secret store, and Riley's like, I'm just picturing you in a thong. And we're all like, yeah, we can't think about that because she's only supposed to be like fucking 14. So,
oh, yeah.
Why would you bring that up?
Underage kids, yeah.
And also, when did I don't know. Like, they had Take on Me playing in the background. They should have had the thong song, right?
Yeah.
When did the thong song come out?
Right. They should have, I kissed a girl, I liked it. God damn it. More woke fucking gay shit, Tim, from the liberal Hollywood. That's why I don't like this show. Yeah. It's in the back of my head. Yeah, I just don't know it. I'm just not woke enough.
Yeah, Thong Song came out in 99. That would have totally been in there.
I'm totally kidding, by the way, if anybody thinks I'm serious.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, if this is your... I Kissed a Girl would not be in the show. It was 2008. So...
Bob's sick.
So yeah, after Ellie's like, oh gross, I wouldn't wear a thong. I'm just gonna fix my hair in the windows though because I'm kind of wearing a thong. I'm wearing crotchless Fedra panties. It's like Mormon underwear, but they were Mormon underwear in 2003. Who's making underwear?
I don't think you probably really need to. I mean, most people are dead. I mean, clothes would be like easy to come by.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's just going to be a shit ton of clothes to come by.
That's a good point.
Especially like, even if you don't Go to a warehouse that makes clothes or a mall, abandoned mall. Shit, every fucking house has a closet full of clothes,
Yeah.
Everybody's dead. Now it's dangerous to go try to get them. But yeah, lots of clothes.
Good point.
Lots of thongs.
So many thongs. Jeez.
Yes, let's go.
It's all we could find.
Like
thongs. Joel wears a thong because, they make do with what they can get. So they're going through the wonders of the mall. Riley brings Ellie to the carousel. And we get a dreamy rendition of Just Like Heaven by The Cure.
Oh, The Cure, huh?
And they're, yeah.
Like Ellie's The Cure.
Mm-hmm. So they're bouncing up and down on fake horses, drinking, joking around. And then they're like, hey, let me take you back to my place in the food court. And
you want some Panda Express? Let's go.
Yeah, you want some bombs? So yeah, there's a big I'm actually kind of bouncing around a little bit. I don't think my notes are in order. I was just kind of
that's all right. I think they went to the photo booth and then they went back there.
They went to the photo booth, then they went to the arcade.
No, I thought the arcade was it? Oh yeah. They went to the photo booth and the arcade. Then they got the bombs.
Yeah.
Bomb.
And then we in the American Girl store, there's a dormant infected that's been there. Like, how did he get there? Why is there only one? Why is it not spreading any further? Why is it only in the American Girl store?
Good question. For drama purposes.
Yeah, he wakes up. He's like, oh shit, I need to go to Babbage's and get some fucking computer games.
I need to go to Sam Goody. Get some fucking CDs for a CD player.
So, yeah, Ellie notes that it's getting late. She needs to return. And Riley's like, well, I got you a gift. Come over to my place. And the gift is a stash of bombs. Now, it's another joke. It's the joke book, the volume 2 of Whoever's Pun Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
which is foreshadowing for the next episode, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what did the frustrated cannibal do? He threw up his arms.
Oh, that's right.
That's exactly what David did in the next episode. He threw up his arms.
It's like, yep. So, yeah, they get into a bit of a fight over the fact that there's bombs and stuff, that she's making bombs and she's stationed there. And it's like, oh, you guys are going to use this on troops? You're going to use it on me? And Riley tells Ellie that she's being transferred to Atlanta. This is her last night. Mm-hmm. And Ellie tells Riley that she should stay. After she runs off, she comes back, tells Riley that she should stay, and they kiss.
Smoochies. It's the Smoochie Show.
And it's like, well, now what do we do? And it's, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But instead,
we'll figure it out.
They both get They both get attacked by the infected guy.
Yeah, because they're fucking idiots. God, I wish they both died.
Dancing around with masks on, and
come on, zombie apocalypse. You guys aren't prepared, at any point in time.
They're kids, man.
Young love.
They're
so
dumb
distracted.
But bugging here. So they both get infected. Riley's all forlorn, I guess. She treats I'm gonna die now, and Ellie gets pierced and starts breaking everything around her. So it's like, well, now what? Well, there's two ways out. We can cap ourselves in the head, or we can just hang out until we smooch each other with spores.
Yeah. And what happens is yeah, we don't know. Neat. Fucking neat. We just get to make it up.
Yeah.
Do some make 'em ups. So, yeah.
Cool. Presumably Riley is not alive anymore. So
fucking Ellie just bombs her to death.
Yeah.
This is what these bombs are fucking for.
And that's it. So in the present, we flash back to the present, and Ellie starts looking through the house and stuff and finds some things and goes back down and sews up Joel's wound, determined to keep him alive. She's not leaving him behind. And that's the episode. Like, we got that through that pretty quick because not a lot happens.
Yeah, to be honest, like this, I don't think this really added that much to the story, but I get why it's in there. You know, it shows more of Ellie and her background and shit she went through. So I wish we would have saw what would happen, but instead of doing make 'em ups, sure. I liked seeing Mortal Kombat. That was neat.
Yeah,
like especially the arcade, because like hearing that sound, like that Mortal Kombat music, like you remember that if you went to arcade, like it's pretty intense. Like I remember the Mortal Kombat machine being louder than any other, and you get the intense music with the drums, and not just that, like shit, everything in Mortal Kombat was kind of like intense. Like even the character selection, like noise was the level selection, yeah. So that was neat.
Oh, what a time to be alive. Now there's no arcades anymore.
Man, Exhilarama, I miss you.
I mean, that's not true. There are arcades.
Yeah, but not too many.
Yeah. They're all games nobody wants to play.
A lot of arcades actually kind of do suck. There's not that many like new arcade games. Not like really good ones.
Yeah.
They got fucking Time Crisis. The one from like 20 fucking years ago in every arcade. If you're a Time Crisis fan, it's in every arcade. That's a good game, but like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Area 51 too, but I played it enough at the bowling alley when I was a kid.
They got that. Jurassic Park. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I go straight to pinball machines now because it's like...
Yeah. I find pinball machines quite fun. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on. To episode 8, When We Are in Need. When we are in need of something to eat that's not people.
Behold, my God ball in thy mouth. It sucketh them dry, or thou no get no heaven.
So that's the sermon that we open with in this episode, as a soft-spoken man of God presides over a steakhouse converted to a church. It's a body of Ruth Chris. And
thou shalt eat thy dad.
So the proceeding has to do with the mourning of a particular person who has died, and the daughter of is crying, and this guy David comes over to talk to her, and it's like, I've read this too many times. Do you remember what comes next? Blah blah blah. There's no more pain, is what it is, and everybody goes to heaven with a full belly or something. But she's like, hey, but when can we bury him? And he's like, the ground's too cold to bury the body. We're going to have to wait until spring. And immediately I knew, yep, they're going to eat this guy.
Yep, it's same.
Right there.
Even though like that could really potentially be true. Like if they don't have machines and like digging in like frozen ground is almost impossible.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just, it's like, oh yeah, here's the cannibal people.
So
creepy Dave.
So we're introduced to David's like Chief Lieutenant James, who is played by Troy Baker, who is the voice of Joel in the video game, to deliver some unfortunate news that they only have a week's worth of rations left, and hunting prospects are dim. They saw a deer a couple miles away, which that's another thing. You would think there'd be a fuck ton of deer now that there's no people.
Okay. Because I had this in my notes, and this seems so fucking strange. Like, fuck, man. Think of all the fucking cattle and all the sheep. A lot of those would probably die, but not all. Just because, like, where they're kept, like, unless there's free range, like, you need fucking people to feed, all those cattle. There's fucking 30 million beef cows in the U.S., like 9 million milk cows. But you think some of those would survive? not even counting that, yeah, there would be a shit ton of deer everywhere.
Yeah, like with the cordyceps stuff, like yeah, that's bad for people and shit like that. And like yeah, I get that the colonies are kind of spreading, but at the same time, there's a lot of fucking empty land that's being converted to like it's basically just one big prairie restoration country now. So
yeah,
you'd think
20
there'd be
years. 20 years. It wasn't like it just happened yesterday. In fucking 20 years, a lot can happen.
Mhm.
I mean, dude, coyotes and deer would be going crazy.
Yeah. There would
Shit,
be
Ellie found a fucking rabbit and a freaking buck. Like, come on.
there'd be so many wild pigs. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that would be huge. Yeah, there would be. Yeah, I didn't even account for pigs. Ooh. And even the ones that are in pens, they'd probably fucking somehow get out.
Mhm.
And then they become wild.
Yeah.
Grow tusks. Yeah.
Those probably more dangerous than the spore bees, the clickers.
Yeah. Yep. They kill kings, I hear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So David's like, "Hey, sounds like you're losing the faith." And he's like, "No, I'm keeping the faith, just like Billy Joel, which is one of the last cassette tapes we have." And they go off. We pan over to Ellie. Joel is no longer he's not as near death, but he's still like unconscious. He's got like a fever and an infection and stuff like that. So she decides that she's going to go out and hunt for food, and she kills a buck, but she loses it to David and James because for some reason they all ended up in the same area. This big
that buck though, like just standing there, no, wouldn't happen. I don't believe it. Not that it's not impossible. It's so insanely unlikely, because like that buck is not used to people.
Mhm.
Like I see deer all the time. Like heck, years ago when I worked at a golf course, they just roam around. They wouldn't give a shit because they know people. They're generation after generation. Like and they get used to people. But no, there's no people, dude. That buck would have smelled you like a fucking mile away. Shit, when she fell earlier like an idiot trying to get the rabbit, that buck would have been gone.
Yeah.
Gone. But it's not impossible. Maybe it was a deaf buck. So yeah.
it was
no sense of smell.
Yeah. Too much shooting over the past 20 years. And it's got that one side. It's Joel Buck.
It's a retarded buck. Yeah.
So there's a standoff between Ellie, David, and James, and there's David tries to defuse the situation, saying, "Hey, you can come back with us. Hey, little girl, want to come back to our place? We've got room for you.
Oh, surely this sounds great.
We got things we can offer. She's like, got medicine?
Kind of things?
Yeah. She's like, I need antibiotics. So she tells James to go back and get the antibiotics. Meanwhile, they're just kind of hanging out.
Go and tell Buddy Boy. Go get his antibiotics.
So David and Ellie are talking, sitting by the fire. David offers Ellie a place in the group. She refuses. He mentions that, he's got people and they look to him for leadership. And she's like, what, are you fucking part of a cult or something like that? And he's like, yeah, kind of. Just regular Bible stuff and eating people.
But it's a cool cult. Yeah. I'm like one of those cool preachers,
Listen, in Christianity, we eat Jesus' body all the time. What's the difference?
Yeah, body of Christ, huh?
So, yeah, he was, they talk about God and religion and the end of the world, and David was apparently a math teacher before the apocalypse and assembled a flock after the fall of Pittsburgh. And, he got more followers. He believes that everything happens for a reason. Because turns out the people that attacked Joel and Ellie in 2 episodes ago were part of David's community.
Everything happens for a reason. I heard this story of someone just like you and your friend killing someone. Don't look behind you. My friend with the gun.
Yeah, Buddy Boy shows back up with a gun and the penicillin, and they get they go their separate ways briefly.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the antibiotics to Joel. Joel she doesn't know what to do with antibiotics, so she injects it right into the site. I don't know how antibiotics work either, so maybe
I don't either. I didn't look it up. I mean, shit, any antibiotics I've ever taken is orally,
Yeah.
So just pills, baby.
Pills, baby. And then David and Buddy Boy bring the buck back while first they're making food in the kitchen, and there's like, hey, we only got like one can of tomatoes left or something like that, and then this guy comes in with some red meat. She's like, what is this? And he's like, it's venison. It's like, oh, they got the buck back already? Nope. Because as they're eating the venison, here comes them with a buck. So it's like, yep.
Do they just boil this meat? They just put raw meat in a pot. I've never boiled raw meat. I'm sure you can do it, but
you can boil it. Can't be good.
I guess that way maybe you don't lose any nutrients out of it. I don't know. It just seemed like a weird way to cook it when they had a grill in front of them. But
well, you got to make sure you cook human meat all the way through, because human meat is something you don't want medium rare, because you'll basically get whatever the equivalent of mad cow disease is for people.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're all the same meat.
We're all the same meat.
Yeah.
That's the title of this episode. Shit, where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. So nobody's like, they come in with this big ass deer and like everybody's got very little food in their bowl, but nobody seems pretty happy about this buck. They're like, So, and he's like, yeah, rumor is you heard it true. We found the guys that killed what's his face.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, we're gonna bring the girl back and we're gonna bring the guy to justice. And the daughter's like, you should kill them both. And he's like, I understand you're upset, but what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap!
Bam! Gave her the business end.
And this is when we get into I know you think you've lost a father, but I'm your daddy now.
That's that was funny.
Look at me. I'm your daddy now. Which could also be the
now
title
eat your
of this
daddy
episode.
soup.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nothing. I made this for you.
Yes. It's called
It's your daddy soup. It's new daddy soup.
Yes, made it myself. That's why it's called daddy soup.
Taste of human, sir.
Oh. This tastes like chicken.
So yeah, the next day, David and his followers all head out to find Ellie and Joel. There's 6 of them in total. David kind of wants Joel dead, but wants Ellie alive to join them in Silver Lake. James, good boy or buddy boy, that's what it was, is concerned about the additional mouth to feed and suggests maybe that Ellie dying would be God's will. And David's like, how dare you? Only I speak to God.
David's like, I got something to feed her. I got a trouser snake to feed her. Mm-hmm.
So Ellie plans, or she's out there like taking care of giving the horse water and stuff like that, and she hears stuff. So
man, that horse has to be hungry, right?
Yeah. So she goes back to find Joel. She gives Joel her knife and she sets off on horseback to act as a decoy and lure them away. But
these fucking guys are so dumb. They're walking in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. Like they don't know where Joel and Ellie are, and they're just walking in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a good point.
Fuck.
We find out like these people aren't really prepared for this kind of stuff in many ways.
That's what eating people does to you.
Yeah. So James shoots the horse, which shoots Tommy's horse.
Oh, so, poor horse. Now he's going to be Jack in the Box tacos.
Yeah. Jack in the Box tacos are delicious.
Yeah, especially when they're horse meat.
I'm sure they are horse meat, but it doesn't matter. They're so good. So he tries to kill her against David's wishes. They're like, yeah, do it, shoot her. And then David shows up and shoots the air. And he's like, hey, you want vengeance or justice or whatever? Go deliver it to the dude. So one of the guys goes into the house. There's like fucking 17 houses on this street. But meanwhile, this guy goes straight into the house that Joel's in. But Joel's able to rouse himself up and stabs a guy in the neck. Then apparently kills another one off screen and manages to capture 2 other of David's men. And
that guy, the fucking, come on, dude. You had to know. He just slowly walked up to the guy on the ground. Like, Joel grabs his, like, oh God, it's a trap.
Like, so yeah, Joel's beating the shit out of one of them. Poor Timothy is getting his fucking ass kicked.
Where are the drugs going?
Where's Harvey Dent?
Swear to me.
So he's like, hey, you're gonna point on this map where we are and where your people are, and it better be the same place that your friend points to, which we've heard that before. And this time he gives Joel the information he needs and stabs him anyway. And the guy who's tied up behind him's like, oh my God, Timothy. Oh, why'd you do this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Curly Bill. He's like, I'm not telling you anything, you son of a bitch. And Joel's like, oh no, that's okay. I believe him. Whack, 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 whack. Which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that scene. It was fun.
So then Joel heads out to rescue Ellie. Meanwhile, Ellie wakes up in a cage. And she's like, man, why am I in a cage? She's like, because you're a scary woman.
She sees somebody. She sees the ear on the floor.
Yeah.
David's like, oh, that's Timothy's ear. You know, we just use it to communicate. It's Bidwell's ear. Bidwell, can you hear me, Bidwell?
Oh,
he's out and about. I speak into the ear and he can hear me.
Oh man. Yeah, so she's like, you eat people? It's like, yeah, but you should still join me because I can protect you better than Joel can.
Try a piece of this ear. It's great. See, watch me.
So David's trying to justify his actions, revealing that he embraced his violent tendencies because cordyceps showed him that you just do whatever's necessary to protect your people, and you love your people. It's protective of its children, and I see you as kind of a kindred spirit. But we both got violent hearts. You're sufficient. You're the one that can understand the eating people thing, I think, and I want you to be my child bride. Which doesn't say that exactly, but it's like they're gonna hold hands, and it's like Ellie seems like maybe she's going for it, and then snap, breaks the guy's hand, and we get our first cunt count of the show. Oh man, I can't believe an HBO show went this long without dropping the C word,
especially the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. So she's like, my name's Ellie. Tell him Ellie's the one that broke your fucking finger, you man-eating piece of shit. They decide they're going to make her a little bits of Ellie stew, and she's like, hey, I'm fucking tainted meat. Which is how Bob in Walking Dead goes out. I think it was Bob, where they're just amputating pieces of Bob a little bit at a time. Meanwhile, Bob's been infected, and he gets the last laugh, makes everybody throw up, throw up their hands.
Hey.
So yeah, she stalls by saying she's infected, and then she like shows him the scars, and David's like, man, it's got to be fake. And Buddy Boy's like, looks pretty fucking real to me. Meanwhile, she grabs the fucking meat cleaver, buries it into James's neck, and kills his ass, which was also amazing.
It was. I laughed when it happened.
Um,
There's something wrong with me.
then she hides out in the steakhouse, and there's a embery piece of wood.
She has a red hot poker in the eye cam, man. I thought she was gonna poke him in the eye.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
But instead, she tries to chuck it at David and sets the steakhouse on fire. And in the fiery bloodbath, there's a big struggle. She gets a steak knife or something. I assume it's a steak knife. And there's a fight, and it seems like David's gonna do something pretty awful. But she fucking stabs him, and then she makes itty bitty pieces of his head with a hatchet.
Yep, stabs him 21 times.
Yep,
I counted.
Was it 21? Jesus.
Yeah.
Isn't that how many times they stabbed Julius Caesar?
Sure, maybe. I don't know.
So she escapes outside, and Joel comes up behind her, and she stabs Joel 20 times, and that's the end of the show.
He's like, "Oh, baby girl, why'd you do that to me, baby girl?" Ooh.
That's what
I said that to my daughter.
Yeah, you're my daughter now.
No, you're my daughter. He's like, "Ugh, that was what fucking creepy Davey was saying." He's like saying he's like everybody's daddy. Fuck out of here, Joel. Why'd I save you?
And then they stumble onto the snowy riverbank. And that's the end of the episode. We don't know where any of the other people are or why nobody's like, hey, the fucking steakhouse is on fire.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, where the fuck are all the other people? Okay. They're all sleeping.
In the middle of the day.
That's what happens when you eat people.
Yeah. Get tuckered out.
Dude, so Joel had like 2 or 3 backpacks or something when he was on his way to get Ellie. Like, did he just fucking cut up that horse and he just has fucking backpacks full of horse meat?
Well, he's got his backpack, he's got her backpack, and then probably, the horse's backpack.
There's people in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he might have.
I would have. That horse would be good eating.
Well, it might be there. The guys he killed gear.
Yeah, could be.
There's some good stuff here.
Yeah, poor horse. Oh,
man! Speaking of chopping off limbs and stuff, Mike, how you liking Severance?
Oh my fucking god! All right, I'm making a promise to myself that I'm not doing this anymore. So I fucking hate watch this whole thing. I'm not fucking hate watching shows anymore. So there's a couple reasons that I went through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
One is like, it was hyped up. Other people told me like, no, man, it's great. Like, shit, it's worth getting Apple Plus thing just for that show and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, start watching. Then, a couple episodes in, I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something here. What the fuck? So keep watching it. It doesn't get better. Doesn't get any better. Doesn't fucking tell you shit. It's one of the slowest fucking shows I've ever watched. Nothing happens. I could have watched episode 1 and episode 9 like I fucking texted you.
Yeah.
I'm like, could I just skip ahead? No, I was joking, but like, could I just skip everything and watch the last episode?
I feel like episode 8 was pretty good.
So another thing, I just not going to watch shows like this. Like, I knew on the very first episode what kind of show it was. It was a pure mystery box show. It's gonna be one of those shows that barely fucking tell you anything. Mm-hmm. Those shows just aren't for me. I just don't really like them that much. So it's still a fucking stupid show. Fuck that show, man. If you haven't watched it, don't. Or like watch episode 1, have somebody else who has watched the show fill you in up until episode 9. Then watch episode 9. You won't really miss much. There's a couple of details you kind of need to know to make episode 9 worthwhile. But yeah.
Now, Mike
Ted
says
Lasso, on the other hand, is pretty good.
I can't get over the fact that he looks like Ned Flanders. I haven't started that show.
That's pretty good. It's a good character show. Like, he plays a great character. It's fun. Mm-hmm. So, God, damn. And you liked Severance, right? But you kind of like shows a little more like
I like
that
shows
than I
like
do.
that.
Yeah. So
I like that. I like season 2 of Westworld. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I hated season. Dude, compared Severance compared to season 2 of Westworld season 2 is amazing. Like blows it out of the water. Shit, man.
I liked Severance. I wouldn't say that for me. I thought it was as good as everybody else was saying. Like,
yeah, it's weird that it was so hyped up.
I'd be interested in watching it again, but I think it was hyped up because it's like what Ben Stiller wrote it or something like that.
Yeah. It seemed like fucking Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy wrote the fucking thing. That's what it feels like.
But instead it was Ben Stiller.
Yeah. What's going on, Ben? Just be funny, dude. Just be funny. You're a master at it, okay? And I'm not being like, hey, tell me a joke, funny man. I'm just like, you're a master at it. That is an insane feat, okay, in and of itself. Funny
Make
man.
a movie about Simple. Oh shit, what was it?
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually mean that. He can do whatever he wants. I have no hate for him.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants because he wasn't listening for your opinion. So I wonder what Mike thinks about Severance.
You never
Everybody
know.
else likes it, but
He
this
could be
guy,
one of our listeners.
I hope he is.
All right. If you're listening in season 2, actually tell something. You know what's going on. You know, we still don't even know what the fucking company does.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it's even important.
Probably not. No, here's the thing. You won't find out.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to find out. Okay. It's going to be some little mystery thing. You got to fucking make them ups. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do make them ups the whole time. That's why some people like these shows, because they can make their own fucking story as they watch the thing.
But that's not a show then. That's
yeah. Well, I get
that's a coloring book.
Yeah. But I get part of the entertainment of that if people like that, especially if they have discussions with people about it. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those let's make predictions together shows. But your predictions eventually won't ever matter.
Don't matter because you aren't going to get the answer.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, right. I feel better now. I'm
glad I could help you achieve that catharsis.
Hey, and if you like Severance, I get it. You know, I'm not trashing anybody. Now, if you liked Westworld
season 4,
yes, I'm judging you. That's even worse than Severance, it's close.
That's saying a lot.
It's close. But yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us for this week. We will be back next week because it's the finale. So no 2-week break in between episodes. We're getting right back into it as we see what the hell is going to happen in this show. Does it actually end where the game ends? Or are they going to drag this out and make 2 games into 5 seasons? We don't know, but we'll find out.
I hope I don't have to wait for long. It's only 43 minutes too. That's a short episode.
Oh, good.
I feel like there's so much shit that's going to have to happen, but I guess when there's another season, then nothing has to happen.
Nothing ever has to happen.
Just be more smoochies.
Just like House of the Dragon. No, everything happens at the very end of the season, and then it's like, oh, see you next season.
Yep. Yeah,
all right.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Well, that's going to do it for us. So until next time, I'm Tim.
And I'm Mike.
And don't get your mushroom tip bit off. Until next week.